Hi everyone, this is Eileen, and today I'm going to be doing a sketchbook tour. This is the sketchbook that I started in November 2018, and I just finished it today, January 2019. I have a whole playlist of my sketchbook tour videos, which I'll link in the description below as long as I remember. I'm not sure what number this is, but I do have several, so if you're interested you can check those out. This sketchbook that I have here is the Strathmore Mixed Media sketchbook. It's a bound sketchbook rather than like a spiral sketchbook, I guess. I've usually used spiral sketchbooks in the past, and I kind of bought this one on a whim when I was really in need of buying a new sketchbook because the one I was using didn't work for colored pencils and the things I wanted to use in it. And I wasn't sure I was going to like it at first because I usually do like having rings, but I actually love this sketchbook. This is my favorite sketchbook that I've ever used, and I'll try to link it down below, or at least type out what it's called if you're interested. And it's mixed media paper. This sticker on the front is from Lee Ellickson, who I will also link down below if I remember. This first page just has some random stickers on it. This has my phone number, so I'm not going to show that. And then under here, these are just some random doodles from when I first got the sketchbook. They're not anything special. It was just testing out the paper, I guess. This next page has some drawings in blue pencil. This is a mechanical pencil I have that just has blue lead in it. This is Newt Scamander from Fantastic Beasts. A lot of the things in here are just doodles. There's not a lot of finished things. And I don't know, I had a lot of fun with this sketchbook. Even though it might not be the most complete and pretty sketchbook I've ever done, it does. I did make a lot of progress with drawing and different things in this one. I should mention, if you hear any background noise, I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up, but I have two filters running in my fish tanks quite close to the camera, so if you hear any weird noises, that is. These are unfinished. Usually I kind of want to finish everything that I put in my sketchbook, but I did less of that with this one, and I think it really helped instead of wasting time on things that I knew weren't going to turn out how I wanted them to be. This is a little sketch of a house I did, and then later I drew it on a little sheet of watercolor paper. This is the Arteza watercolor paper that I reviewed in a video a while ago. This is just a drawing in colored pencil on tan paper of my bedroom. The colored pencils that I'm using in this book are mostly Prismacolors or Prang colored pencils. They're mostly the Prang brand. And the watercolors that I'm using are a lot of the Jane Davenport or Prima or just some other ones that I have lying around. They're nothing fancy. I definitely got a lot more into colored pencils when I was using this sketchbook. And I tried using marker in here a few times. I don't love marker. You might have seen back here I did a marker drawing too. It's just not my favorite, but I can make it look nice if I try hard enough. This is a drawing of a little church I did for my grandma. It's this church, and it was for her Christmas cards that she sent to her brothers and sisters. And this is a plant that I have growing on my windowsill. There's a lot of drawings in buildings in here. If you don't know, and I don't know if I've mentioned it, I'm actually planning on being an architect, and next year I'll be studying architecture in college if everything goes to plan. So there's a lot of little house doodles. Just for fun. That's kind of where that interest comes from. These are some apartments that I drew from, that are some apartments that are in a town nearby where I live, and this is a church that I drew with a calligraphy pen. This is just some gouache. I think I did this in like 10 minutes, so it's not great. This is with that same calligraphy pen that I drew the other thing with. This is a little character that I made up just on these two pages. It was actually on Christmas Eve that I did these. Here's a little cat that we had come visit us in our yard for a couple days. I don't know where she came from. She's quite cute. And this is a lighthouse that you might have seen on my Instagram. I just had a lot of fun. This is gouache. I really like gouache. Didn't use a ton of it in here. Here's some ugly drawings. I numbered my ugly pages. This is ugly page number 1, and this is number 2. Yep. Okay. Here's just some lighthouses, other little doodles. These are two more ugly pages. This one not so much. This one definitely. And the purple pencil that I use smeared a lot. So this is cute though. I like that. And these are some of my friends on New Year's. And this is a page, the background is a page that my friend Grace drew. We were trying out some oil pastels that my other friend had, and they were actually just kind of crayons. I'm not sure why they were labeled oil pastels, so we were just messing around. I didn't draw this one. This one's kind of cute, and then I don't know what's going on with the rest of this. This is a character from Check Please, which is a webcomic. I don't know, like, I guess I'm not, like, a fan of a lot of things. Like, I don't do a lot of fan art or whatever, but I just thought this was cute, so there we go. Here's a little moth that's on my Instagram. It's just on watercolor paper, or maybe, like, mixed media paper. I don't know. I cut it out and stuck it in here. These are some moth drawings. My friend got me a book from the American Museum of Natural History, and it's I believe it was from that museum, and it's just different moths and butterflies and insects. So this was referenced from that book. You'll notice I number the pages in my sketchbook. I'm not sure why I do that. This is the point where I started doing 50 portrait drawings, and I have a reference board on my Pinterest that I'll link if I can remember. And yeah, they're all just different girls from my Pinterest. Some of them I spent more time on than others, but I did it all in the month of January. I started on January 8th, and I'm not sure when the last one is. So I started here. This is just a camera that I have. Oh, and these are all painted over in watercolor just to keep it from smudging onto the next page. Here are my chickens. I painted them in gouache after I drew them. This one definitely turned out the best. I mean, some of them are cute. There's a little drawing there too. Here's some more of the faces from my Pinterest board from my 50 faces. That's what the next couple pages are going to be too. This one I kind of got a little wild with the watercolors and I don't like it as much, but whatever. I don't have much to say about all these. And then this is the end. This page is ugly. This is kind of cute, but this is ugly. Sorry. This is a little house I drew. I think it was, I just googled like mid-century suburban houses and this image came up, and it kind of looks like a Florida house. And this is just in gouache. I did it in an hour, I believe. Yeah, I thought that was cute. This paper takes watercolor and gouache really well from mixed media paper. It doesn't warp all that much. And then finally on this last page I have another Newt Scamander drawing. Does it look like him? No, but I think it was fun. So I thought that'd be cute to come back since that was one of the first drawings that I did in this sketchbook back here. This one looks more like him, but this one, I don't know, I like this one better for whatever reason. Even though the face is not proportional. Anyway, that's the end of this sketchbook. It was 60 pages. I think it originally was 64 and I ripped out those two sheets. So yeah, I really like this sketchbook. I have a lot of other empty sketchbooks that I need to use before I buy more, but once I've used those up, I'll definitely be buying these sketchbooks from now on because they're really good. The other sketchbooks I have are small, and I think it's going to be weird going back to using a smaller sketchbook after using these big pages. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out the links in the description if you are interested in any of the things I said I would link. And I'll see you next time. If you're interested in seeing some more of my drawings, I have an art Instagram as I mentioned, and it's always linked down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.